Hi everyone. Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, it's Dr. Adila Rafiz. Thank you for joining me. So, I was just over in the 5 day money challenge where we are having incredible results. I'm actually literally getting messages right now about people who are making their miracle figures, receiving more money into their lives, and having a totally different experience when it comes to their relationship with money. And while I was doing the live today, I started talking about where it all started, which was actually body whispering. And I wanted to then jump on and answer a few questions because I know there's a few of you that have been asking, there's some of you wondering, and there's some of you who are sitting on the fence as usual because we have a class coming up this weekend and you're wondering about what body whispering can do for you and if this is the thing that you have been looking for. And maybe something you don't know enough about is how body whispering has completely changed, transformed, and actually created my life. I use body whispering as the medium in which I exist and use this energy, this modality, and the tools that I teach in the body whispering class to actually create everything else. So, some of you may have known me for years at this point. Some of you may just be learning about me and the work that I do as a facilitator, a healer, and a coach. This was all created through body whispering. And 12 years ago, when I graduated as a chiropractor, this was not the path that I thought that I would be taking. And body whispering started out as a way that I was working with clients because it was creating amazing results. And it took a lot of courage and a lot of needing to start to trust myself rather than trust everyone else and everything else outside of me to actually even create it as a modality or to give it a name as to what the sessions were that I was doing and why what I was doing with my clients and my patients was different and getting different results to what other people and other practitioners were creating. Fast forward all of these years later, some of you are like asking about money, you're asking about relationships, you're asking about creating the life that you want, you're asking about feeling empowered, feeling happy. All of this for me has been given to me via body whispering. And so here I am now. We've got the Life Whispering Institute, which I'm the founder and CEO of. I have a global team. We now have facilitators around the world who are teaching body whispering. My signature modalities, body whispering, business whispering, and baby whispering, are going to be taught to people all over the world who are going to take these modalities forward. And my life has completely changed. My body is completely different, and my trust and faith in my ability to know that I am healthy, that I can change things that are not working for me, and the ability that I have to trust myself in any situation is so different to how I have been brought up. It's so different to what we are taught. It's so different, and my whole life would be so different if I hadn't switched to body whispering. And I've now taught this for coming up 9, 10 years in the world. And it's changed not just my life, but the life of so many people around the whole world. And we all say the same thing, that until we connected with our true self, and until this energy that is this body whispering energy started to create this authentic connection to who we truly are and gave us the confidence and courage to be ourselves in the world, we were completely different people. And how we expressed ourselves in the world was completely different. And that then translates to every area of your life. So if you're struggling with money, and we're doing the money challenge right now, and you're wondering how to change your relationship with money, or you're struggling in your relationships and you're wondering how to change your interactions, but also your experiences with feeling disempowered, feeling scared of always being judged, always being wrong, always having to give yourself up for others. If you're wondering how to change your confidence and congruence in your own life, it all comes down to these core things that we talk about and we teach about and we do in the body whispering class and then take out there into the world. And this major conversation we've been having recently in Body Whispering and in Life Whispering Club and with our Body Whispering practitioners is this conversation around worthiness. And I've done a lot of healing work, self-development work, personal development, business development, you name it, I've done it, and I teach about it and I coach about it. And it comes down to the self-worth conversation so much of the time. And every time in your life where you're actually hitting this next level of growth, you've done something new, you've acclimatized to that next level of existence, things are going well, and then you need to break through to that next level, whether it means getting a promotion, making more money, getting married, traveling to the other side of the world, whatever it is that is going to take you out of your current comfort zone into this next level of happiness, congruence, and success, it's wobbly in that transition period. And what creates that wobble and that doubt and that fear is it actually comes back to the self-worth conversation. It comes back to how our deep hidden triggers and fears that we still have not yet found or addressed are still controlling us and still creating this lack, still creating this, can I? Should I? Who am I to be able to do this or to want this or to be worthy of being able to receive it? And that's not the cognitive conversation. That's not what we think it is on the outside. This is why it trips us up so much. It's not what we think that our problem is that is usually creating our problems, because if we knew what the issue was, we would have changed it by now. But the self-worth conversation, this ability to be who we are and actually express it in this point in time, and to be able to do it across all areas of our life, in our relationships, with our families, with friends, in business, whilst being present in our body, being powerful in our bodies, feeling empowered about our physical embodiment. And then having that translate into confidence and abundance with resources, with money, with time, with success, with business. This is all tied together. I know in life we categorize and we are built in this way, and this world works in this way where everything has categories. So there's business, and then there's life, and there's relationships, and there's health. But that's a very modular and linear way of looking at things, and that's not how we function. That's not how we actually are meant to function as these infinite beings that are experiencing embodiment. Life is actually much, much more holistic than that, and we work in a much more holistic way. What we are experiencing and feeling energetically is what is expressed physically and created in our realities. And that is what we then interact with, and that is then what we see reflected back to us. And that same thing is then expressed and experienced in our relationships, in how we grow and show up in our businesses, how we show up in the world, and the health issues that we have, and our ability to be happy, and our ability to love our bodies or hate our bodies. All of it is connected. And so it doesn't actually matter where you start. For those of you that have this particular issue or thing that you want to change in your life and you're wondering where to start. Or those of you who are unhappy with everything and you don't know where to start. When I say it doesn't matter, what I mean is when you get on the path of creating greater consciousness and having greater authenticity and embodying your true self and getting happy, healed, and conscious in one area of your life, it absolutely spreads to all areas of your life. Once you start changing your relationship with your body, it's going to change how you show up in your relationships. As your relationships change and your confidence changes in how you interact with people in your life and in the world, your ability to receive and do well financially and in business changes. As you receive and do well in business and realize that you can do the work that you want to do and create a living for yourself, your ability to show up in the world as this sovereign, authentic, empowered person transforms. And that actually is a cycle and a circle. Evolution continues. At every stage of betterment, there's then more for us to accomplish, because as we realize how much more is actually possible for us and how much potential we have and how unlimited we truly are, we realize that there is more and more and more. And what we have grown up with, what we have been programmed to or accustomed to, and even what we see and what is made available to us as normal life, what we should be happy with, how we need to function and how we need to fit in, is such a lie. And one of the greatest things that body whispering has given me is this absolute true belief in this concept that you can have it all, and to actually experience that, and to then continue to experience it to the degree that there are things that I have and get to experience and get to do, and I get to live a life that I didn't even know I wanted and didn't even know was possible, because it has been brought to me, or I have been led to it through the whispers of conscious embodiment and through the whispers of my body and through the whispers of awareness, rather than struggling and striving to get to some hilltop that I have thought was, this majestic place that I was trying to get to. Life is actually much, much greater than our greatest dreams, if we're willing to go beyond all of the conditioning and what we've learned so far. And there is continual growth and evolution in all things, including in body whispering, in my classes, in my business, and in my life. And recently we have all been, it's been so interesting to look around and be present in the world at this time. It's actually been an interesting few years, right? But you can go through it, or you can grow through it. And what I can say for myself and for my team and for Body Whispering and the Life Whispering Institute as a modality and as a business is we have definitely grown through it, and we continue to grow through it. And what that means for myself and for everyone else is that we're constantly moving and changing and having more and more and more. And the greatest thing that we have more of is ourselves. And this unlimited energy and this access to this body whispering energy that creates this unlimited experience of being able to create whatever it is that we want to across any area of our life. And then if you want to go and start doing sessions and offering sessions to help others, which is what most of our practitioners are doing, it's this even greater gift in the world. But the greatest gift and where it begins, and what I wanted to kind of bring our attention back to, because as body whispering has grown as a modality in the world, we start to focus on what it can do for others. Because we're all practitioners, healers, we come, we learn this modality, we go away, we start practicing it on our family members, our friends, and our loved ones, and we see these amazing results, and we start to focus on the healing benefits that it has for others. And we're not focusing on or talking as much about, or I'm not talking as much about, how much it changes your life, how much healing it creates for you in all of the places and ways that you may not even have realized that you needed healing. I didn't think I needed healing in all of the ways that I have been healed. I didn't think I needed to grow more in all of the ways that I have grown. But this is the gift that it is. This is the facilitation it gifts you in your life. And what you then choose to then do with it and pass on to others, either as a business, as a modality, or just as a gift that you be with your presence, is then the secondary gift. But first and foremost, it will change your life. And that is what I wanted to invite you to. For those of you that are still sitting here wondering if body whispering is the thing that you want to try, and if you want to attend the class this weekend, this is what I wanted to share with you. That this is available to you, and I invite you to come into this energy, come into this level of strength and confidence and embodiment in who you are, and come into this body whispering family, because we absolutely are a family that is growing rapidly around the world. And so this particular class is being offered, I'm facilitating it in English, and we have translation in Arabic, Hindi, and Bahasa this time. We have the ability for you to do this class, and if you've already done it, you can repeat it at our special repeat price. If you've never done it before, we have a great class price, and we also have a 3-part payment plan. So there's no reason that you cannot choose this if this is calling to you, if it's been whispering to you, or if you have been searching for a sign, or searching for change, searching for transformation, searching for healing. I cannot in words actually share everything that it has created and gifted to me. The Life Whispering Institute has been created on its own by the Whispers. And I have some amazing things that I will be sharing in the coming weeks and months that are beyond what I knew to ask for. But I'd love you to have that experience in your own life and with your body, rather than just have to hear me talk about it. And the easiest way for you to do that is to join us in the class this weekend. The class is 2 days. It's free form, it's deep dive, there's a manual, you'll learn the body whispering process, you'll learn how to do it for yourself, how to do it on others, how to do it via distance and in person. And then you will be able to go ahead and either choose advanced classes, or choose to become a practitioner, an advanced practitioner, or even one of our facilitators, who we currently have 12 around the world, and we'll be doing another facilitators class this year. So if you have questions, if you have comments, if you're wondering if this is the right thing for you, absolutely send me a message. I'll post the link to the class here so you can check out the class details. And I can't wait to see some of you soon. Take care.